Making the best of a difficult situation, not knowing when it will end. Our favorite life coach, Laya Raznick, is here this morning with some advice. And Laya, I think that's really top of mind for people. They know that this social distancing is working, but I think they really want to know is, how long do I have to do this?
Experts say we can't loosen the restrictions yet, and we need to know that. There is an order for shelter in place until April 30th. And experts tell us that it's possible we'll start to move into phase 2 around then.
We are now living in closer quarters than we ever have, and dealing with that has become, it's a challenge, I think, for a lot of people.
We have an opportunity to slow down. We have an opportunity to develop some processes, some tools to relieve some of the stress that we were experiencing when we were out in the world, overly busy, overly thinking, overly stressed.
Do you think just by the nature that we're human beings that we just go back to our old ways and we kind of forget what we went through?
Yeah, I do. We're going to have some big decisions to make as we come back out into the world. We will not be able to return to life as it was. So it's a very good time to start to get clear, to begin to meditate, perhaps, to begin in my work, the way to go, and this is a perfect opportunity for it, is to get to know yourself better, to develop ways that you can move through stress into more joy. These are habits that are available to us, and right now we have the time to slowly begin some new practices that might carry us into the new normal in a way that is very important.
But don't you think also that because we all are experiencing some kind of stress, that really is very telling of who we are in the way that we deal with it? I mean, maybe because we're in closer quarters with people, our temper is a little bit shorter, that kind of thing?
I'll tell you, Joe, we identify ourselves as if we are stable beings, but the truth is we're changing all the time. And that's just a habitual behavior. Yes, I think it's a good time to get perspective because we are under pressure and we do get to see what our habits are, what our go-to is, what we drop back into. But that's fertile soil for growth. One of the things that I'm doing with a wonderful group of growing people online in the morning is coming together to practice to set a foundation, to do some breathing, to do a little meditation. Many of these people have never meditated before. All of you are invited, all the viewers and you and the whole studio, Joe, come and join us because we can change little by little by little. That's how we developed our habits that we might want to change. That's how we make change, is, making an intention to recognize where we have limitation and where we want to feel more free, and then just finding some tools and practicing them to help us.
So it really is about taking what is a negative and trying to turn that into a positive in some way.
At the core of it, it's about getting to know yourself, and it's about some self-love and self-respect and self-honoring. This is a hard time. Even if we notice that we're short-tempered and we don't want to be, or even if we notice or that we're overeating, or that we feel depressed, or we're lazy, we think we should be getting things done, all that self-judgment. Underneath all of that is real appreciation. Listen, we're all at risk here health-wise. Every moment is valuable here. We're right up against the edge of threat. So if we can take that and turn that so that we appreciate our lives, even when we're angry, even when we're depressed, even when we're short-tempered, and really learn to live from there, from a loving place, I think there's something to do here.
Laya, as always, thank you. You put things in perspective for us.
Thank you so much.
And keep it right there. We'll be right back.